Asahina Mirai Cure Miracle. Key traits. Emotionally driven magic surge. Mirai's magical strength is tied to her feelings, courage, love, and especially friendship. The more resolved she becomes, the more her spells grow in scale and power. Dual Link System. When paired with Liko or others, she can use enhanced spell forms, e.g., Ruby, Sapphire, Topaz, Amethyst, for elemental, speed-based, defensive, or divine attacks. Miracle Light Bursts. Her finishing techniques aren't just damaging, they're miracle grade. They can break through magic nullification, restore shattered worlds, and purify corrupted gods. Instinctive spellcasting. While not a tactical genius, she adapts by feeling. Her heart senses danger, and her reactions often outpace even experienced fighters when something precious is threatened. Barrier and Bind Magic. She can conjure magical shields and light-based entrapments to restrain physical combatants temporarily. Fighting style. Mirai fights defensively and reactively, escalating as she feels emotional pressure. She dodges and deflects, then counters with miracle-class finishing bursts when the stakes push her to awaken that power. Hajou no Gilnes. Key traits. Absolute defense. Gilnes is nearly impossible to damage. His armor, body, and fighting technique are so polished they form a nearly impenetrable defense. Blades snap, spells scatter, and brute force bounces. Titanic strength. His raw power surpasses most divine beings. A single punch from Gilnes can shatter mountains or flatten armies. His strikes carry shockwave-level destruction. Relentless pressure. He never stops. He pushes forward like a storm, breaking enemy rhythm and giving no room to breathe. The longer he fights, the more he forces opponents into mistakes. No weak point style. Gilnes has trained himself to eliminate exploitable gaps. Even speedsters and mages can't find a soft spot. Everything is covered, everything is armored, even his breathing is regulated. Instinct-based combat. Though not emotional, he's incredibly experienced. His body fights automatically, reflexive counters, spatial awareness, and footwork that belies his size. Fighting style. Gilnes doesn't dance. He approaches and crushes. No taunts, no emotion, only pure, perfected destruction. He shrugs off magic and simply walks through chaos. Fight trait analysis. Magic versus defense. Mirai's normal attacks will bounce off Gilnes. Even elemental spells, lightning, fire, etc., will do nothing unless they reach miracle tier output. However, Cure Miracle's power scales with emotion, and when she hits emotional ignition, she begins outputting miracle-class energy that bypasses conventional defenses. Speed and distance versus pressure. Mirai can fly, dodge, and warp around with light magic. Gilnes will try to close the gap and grind her down. If she can keep space between them, she gets time to build power. But the moment he corners her, a single strike could crush her defenses. Barrier clash. Mirai's shields can block strong attacks, but not endlessly. Gilnes will break through them over time. Her only hope is to buy time for a miracle to charge. Miracle versus impossibility. Gilnes is practically unbeatable, but miracle magic breaks impossibilities. When Mirai is emotionally cornered, her magic transcends the laws of battle. She's purified beings stronger than gods. If she reaches that peak, she might not damage Gilnes, she might simply overwrite his presence with purifying light. Resolve versus iron will. Gilnes never wavers. he never falls back. But Mirai grows the more desperate the situation. His will is steel, hers is starlight. Hers evolves, his endures. Overall chance of winning. Hajou no Gilnes, 55%. He wins if he maintains momentum, crushes her barriers before she emotionally awakens, and lands even one clean strike. His defense is nearly absolute. If she tries to trade blows, she loses. He thrives in prolonged, grinding conflict. Asahina Mirai/Cure Miracle, 45%. She wins if she survives long enough for a full miracle state transformation. In that state, her attacks can bypass even conceptual durability, not through damage, but through narrative purity. If the story demands hope, she rewrites the battle's outcome.